Hello and welcome to your class of economics. Now today we are going to study a new topic, that is normal residents and non-residents of the country. We will study the difference between them. And in previous classes we have studied about the concept of national income, and we have also studied about what is factor incomes. Under that we have studied the different income, that is compensation of employees, rent, profit, interest. These we have studied, we have discussed. And then after that we have studied about the normal residents of the country, in which person has to live in our country for more than a period of 1 year, or you can say for the period of 1 year and more. Okay, that was the condition for a person to be the normal resident, and his economic interest lies in the same country. So that was all about the normal residents of the country. Now we'll study the difference between these two, normal residents and non-residents, who are called normal residents and who are called non-residents of the country. First point, Indians working in the foreign embassy in India. So whatever foreign embassies which is situated in India, if the people of the country or citizens of the country is working in those embassies, they will be considered to be the citizen of the country, or they will be called as residents of the country. But foreigners working in Indian embassy in Canada and Japan, or wherever the Indian embassy is there in the world, and foreigners those who are working in those embassies or in Indian embassies, they will be called as non-residents of the country, because they are working there but they are not living in our country. Okay, so Indians in WHO in India. Okay, Indians, those who are working in the office of WHO, which is located in India, they will be called as normal residents, or they will be considered to be the citizen of the country, and they will be working here. They will be called as residents of the country in India. Okay, now foreigners working in WHO in India. So in WHO office, some foreigners will be also there. Those who are working there. So in that case, the foreigners will not be called as normal residents of the country. Okay, they will be non-residents of the country. Okay, now we talked about the third point, ambassador for India in rest of the world. The ambassadors, those who are there in the rest of the world who is representing India, they will be called as normal residents of the country. They will be called as normal residents of the country. Okay, now ambassadors from the rest of the world in India. So ambassadors, those who are representing their country, who are living in our country, okay, or who are living in India, they will not be called as normal residents. They will be called as non-residents of the country. Now fourth point, that is the foreign citizens living in India for a period of more than 1 year, okay, other than those who for studies and medical treatment, except these people, those who have come here for studies or medical treatment, except them, those who are living for foreign citizens, those who are living in India for the period of more than 1 year, but leaving students and people, those who have come to India for the medical treatment, or that have gone more than 1 year. So leaving them, they will be considered as normal residents of the country. Okay, and see, non-residents, the foreign technical experts working in India for the period of less than 1 year. Okay, means foreign technicians, those who have come to India for technical work, and they are living in India for less than a period of 1 year, they will be considered as the non-residents of the country. So here you have to understand, residents here, people those who are living in country for the period of 1 year, they will be considered as the normal residents, and their economic interest has to lie in the same country. Then they will be called as normal residents. And people those who are coming in India for tourism, or they are coming for studies, or they are coming for medical treatment, and they are coming for technical expert, they are coming as a technical expert or engineers, those who are coming from outside to India, they won't be considered as the normal residents of the country unless until they consider they fulfill the criteria of 1 year and their economic interest has to lie in the same country. Now we move to the another topic, that is domestic and national concepts of income. Now, what is called as domestic income? So, domestic income is considered to be income generated within the boundary line of the country, that will be called as domestic income. Okay, it doesn't matter who generated it. So you can say compensation plus profit plus interest plus rent. So these have to be generated whether by normal residents plus non-residents. So, domestic income, again I will say, domestic income, the income generated within the boundary line of the country or within the domestic territory of the country, they will be considered as domestic income. So, what is domestic income? What is we can say which income we are talking about? We are talking about the factor income. Okay, factor income. And what is that factor income? Compensation plus profit plus interest plus rent. And that is to generated by, whether it is being generated by the normal residents of the country or non-residents of the country, but it is generated within the boundary line of the country, then it will be taken as domestic income. So now we talk about the national income. So it is the sum total of factor income, and again what is factor income? I told you that is compensation plus rent plus interest plus profit. Earned by the normal residents of the country. So, whether it can be taken as within the country or outside of the country. So in this case, national income will be considered as, it is the sum total of the factor income, that is compensation plus rent plus interest plus profit, earned by the normal residents of the country. Okay, it doesn't matter whether it has been generated, whether it is inside the country or outside the country, means people have earned it. Okay, normal residents, what they have done, they have earned it by their work, whether they have earned in the country or they have earned in the foreign places where they are working. So it doesn't matter. Okay, but they have earned it, or which is within the country or outside of the country, then that income will be called as national income. So don't get confused, we will see more about it and that will make you more clear what is national income and what is domestic income. Now we will see conversion of domestic income into national income. So conversion of domestic income into national income. So we first is domestic income plus NFIA is equal to national income. This is your first formula. This is your first formula of the chapter. Now, domestic income plus NFIA. What is this? NFIA. So NFIA is net factor income from abroad. So what is this net factor income from abroad? See, some people are living from foreign countries, those who are living in our country, and our people are also living in different countries of the world. Okay. So what happened? Our people are earning some amount of money that is coming back to our country, and when some people are living in our country from foreign, those who are foreign, from foreign origin, they are taking that money back to their country. So there is receive of payment and there is payment has been done. Okay, there is receive and giving back. So you can say one side it has been received and other side has been paid. It has been paid. Okay, so in that case, how you find net factor income from abroad? And so factor income earned from or that is received from rest of the world, or you can say factor income received or earned by our residents from rest of the world minus factor income paid to foreigners. Or you can say factor income earned by non-residents or foreigners in our country. So then you are getting that is equal to NFIA, or many people also call this as an NIFA. So both are same. Either you call NFIA or either you call net income from abroad or net factor income from abroad. Both are same. Okay. So people may call you NFIA or NIFA. So both are same. Okay. Both are the same concept. So factor income earned by our residents from the rest of the world means people those who are living in the foreign countries, means they are the residents of the country India. Okay, and they are living in some other country, they are earning there, and that income received by those people. Okay, then minus factor income earned by the non-residents in our country means foreigners living in our country, they have also done some factor services and they have received some earning. So will minus those income. So in short, we can also say NFIA is equal to received minus paid. Okay, so whatever income that is received in our country from the rest of the world minus how much we are paying to the outside of the world. Okay, so if we subtract this thing, we will get NFIA, that is net factor income from abroad, this thing, or that is NIFA, net income from abroad. So what we will do, domestic income plus NFIA is equal to national income, or we can also say national income minus NFIA is equal to domestic income, or you can say NIFA. Okay, so don't get confused. NFIA or NIFA both are same. Again and again I am saying. So national income minus NFIA or NIFA, NIFA is equal to domestic income. So national income, one more formula, national income minus domestic income is equal to NFIA, that is net factor income from abroad. So please see the formula again. Domestic income plus NFIA is equal to national income. What is NFIA? That is net factor income from abroad. And how we find it? Factor income factoring income received from the rest of the world minus factor income paid to the rest of the world. So that is, in short, we can also say NFIA is equal to received minus paid. So in that case you will find the NFIA. So what you will do, domestic plus NFIA, that will convert that income into national income, and national income minus NFIA or NIFA, that will become domestic income. So again, if you are subtracting net factor income from abroad from the national income, that will convert that income to domestic income. Then again, national income minus domestic income, that is equal to NFIA, that is net factor income from abroad. So this is all for today. We will meet up in the next class. Till then, thank you.